Hey guys, it's Ranger Gamer here. Now today I'm gonna be doing a tutorial, just revolving around the car that you've picked. Tomorrow I'm gonna be, well, maybe today actually, I'm gonna be doing another tutorial on how to change the cars and how to drive them effectively. Now first off, we're gonna be starting on the outside of the car, going towards the inside. Now, if you're one of the semi or ultra realistic drivers of BeamNG.Drive, or you've just gotten the game, and you just want to be that realistic person that drives at night, drives at day, he goes to speed limit, he stays in his lane. I got you. I got you. Just stick with me here. Now, if you're that dude that drives at night and, he does deliveries and stuff, you want to be able to see. Alright? Press N once, it triggers your low beams. Press N twice, triggers your low beams and high beams. Press N again, cuts them off. Now, if you want your fog lights, because it's foggy, it's kind of dark, but you don't want to blind the people off the road, you can press Alt N, cuts on your fog lights. Now, of course, pressing N cuts your tail lights on too. Alt N doesn't do anything back here. Alright. Now, on the outside of the car, of this sunburst, this Hirochi sunburst right here, on the outside, your left turn signal right here. Now, you trigger your left turn signal by pressing the comma button on your keyboard. Trigger the right turn signal on your keyboard by pressing the period button. Now, your hazards. You press the / with the question mark button on your keyboard. Now, to enter free camera, so you can get some cinematic shots or some B-roll for your YouTube video. You can hit Shift C, and to navigate through free camera, you use WSAD, W to go forward, S to go back, A to go left, D to go right. If you want to go fast, if you want to go somewhere real quick, like, you can do W shift or S shift or A shift or D shift, if you know what I'm saying. Now, if you want to get your car out of ditch manually instead of hitting the reset buttons, if you want to get it out of the ditch manually, you hit and hold Control and then right click, no, excuse me, scratch that, disregard, left click and hold. Hold on, let me turn the strength down here for a second. There we go. Let's go to 40% strength. You can manually move your car. Now, let's say that this right here is a ditch. So you want to get up close, or you can get far. You can use anywhere on the car as an anchor point. You can get out of the ditch like this. See, boom, we're out of the ditch. And then, if you just say, hey, I've had it with this car, you can do Control, left click and hold. Then you can use scroll wheel. Scroll the scroll wheel forwards. As you can see, it increases the strength. See, now I'm at 100. As you can tell, I've had it with that car. If that didn't satisfy your needs, watch this. You can scroll out, which means you have tons more leverage. Alright. And then go back to orbit or any camera that you were in prior to going to free cam. You can either hit Shift C again, or you can just hit C. See, watch this. That's Shift C. Notice how I put myself in a different camera. Or you can just hit C, and I'm back right into this camera. Alright. Now, interior. It looks pretty nice. Obviously, there's something wrong with my engine. Hold on, let's reset it. Alright, never mind. As you can see, of course, we don't have working power windows or power sunroof, but we can change that. Hold on. See? Look at that! We got ourselves an open window. Alright. Now, this is a good example. If you know you want to be driving around that nice, clean, smooth car, you can hit R. That resets your car. If you hit I, reset your car from last known position. Now watch this. Hold up, I must have hit Q. There we go. Now, did you see what I just did there? I pressed the insert key. Since I pressed the insert key, it repaired my car whilst making a new spawn point where I am now. Notice if I hit R, it resets me right here. Notice if I hit I, resets me right here. Notice if I, so, you know, press an insert. I'm gonna press insert. Boom, new spawn point. R, I, didn't reset me all the way back over there. Now, if I want to go back, you know, say we were driving on the countryside and we hit some trees and we wrapped ourselves around that tree. If you press insert, you know, you're gonna reset inside of the tree. If you press R and I, you're gonna go back to your last known location where you first spawned the car, and that could be across the main map, and you don't feel like driving that far again, right? So you can press and hold the insert button, and it'll take you back. Whoa. See? And it'll take you back. But you gotta watch where it takes you, because it can get super fast. Notice? It's my new spawn point now. I just hit R and I, boom, new spawn point. Alright. Now on to the basics. Of course, comma, left turn signal, period, right turn signal, / question mark button on your keyboard, hazards. Now, more basics. P and spacebar on your keyboard cuts the parking brake off. See that? And it cuts it on. As well as H is your horn. And there's always indicators on the dashboard. Say I want to cut some headlights on because I can't see. Oh, well, where are the indicators at? Oh, there they are, right there. Okay, there's the low beam. There's the high beam. There's the fog light. Alright. Anywho, say we want to drive. You can press up arrow key. Notice that shifted. See that? Up arrow key if you want to press the brake. Bottom arrow key. Or you can get fancy with it and put the parking brake on. If you want to reverse, push and hold the bottom arrow key. Notice it shifted. If you want to hit the brake, top arrow key. If you want to turn, left arrow key. Turn left, left arrow key. Turn right, right arrow key. Alright. Now, if you want to get fancy with it, and you know, you want to hear the car for its beauty, and you just want to take control by pressing Q, as you can see, it's entered into realistic gearbox. Now, what that means is that you now can control the times and how you shift the car. If I press X, it shifts it into drive. Now, as you can see on the dashboard, I'm in gear 1. So, you know, that's pretty sick, right? If I press Z, shifts down from low to drive to neutral, and if I press it, I think one more time, it goes into reverse. Now the driving controls for a manual gearbox on this game is kind of weird, but once you know how to do it, it's actually pretty simple. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shift back into first gear. To go forwards, of course, you press the top arrow key. Hold up, and you press it again, so I'm in manual. Alright, that was me downshifting. Alright. Alright, listen to where it stalls out. It'll... Alright, listen for that. Do you hear that? Now that's when you need to shift, but prime time to shift is right before it does it. See? Or you can watch where it hits that red line right there. Now to slow down, you hit the brakes, and then you downshift around 3,000 RPM. Or you can, you know, of course, do it around 4,000 RPM. So you can get that sound. Alright, so now we're going to go into reverse. Now this is where it gets new. Alright, so to go in reverse after just resetting the car, you hit Z. Now to reverse, you would think you hit the bottom arrow key, but you don't. You hit the top arrow key, because that's the gas input key. So now you go reverse. See how that worked? Downshift at 4,000 RPM. So now you get that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. I would think that's it. Oh, that's right. You press C to, of course, go through all the camera angles. That's pretty much it right now. I'm gonna come back later. Oh, J is to pause the game. I'm gonna come back later and make a new video on how to switch cars, choose them, and customize them. Pretty much. Now you've technically been gaming with Range Gamer, because you know I'm Range Gamer. You're supposed to be gaming with Range Gamer because you know you're a Ranger and you're a gamer and you're supposed to be gaming with Range Gamer. I know that's I know my outro is painful for some, but when to go back into arcade, you just press Q again, and there's no biggie there. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video because it's 14 minutes. I'm actually surprised I did all of this in 14. By the way, for some of you wondering, I'm pretty sure that GPS works. Yeah, that GPS does work right here. So, just for you people wondering, it does work. Anyway, it's been Range Gamer, and I'll hit you back in the next tutorial.